Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about critics believing that Jay-Z and Beyonce is going broke because they have taken out a second mortgage to the tune of $57.75 million on their Bel Air mansion, bringing their total debt to over $110 million. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because if you guys have been keeping up, you guys would know that over the past 2 years, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have been in the media a lot for loans and mortgages, right? And as such, many critics believe that Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're going broke because oftentimes we would hear that Jay-Z is taking out a loan. Jay-Z gets rejected for a loan. And normally these are some pretty heavy figures. $50 million, $100 million. Even when Jay-Z was trying to get that casino license, before he went on with the process and the review, he was trying to get a loan which was over $100 million. The loan was denied, and also the state of New York, they basically said that a casino is not the best idea for New York. It's not in the best interest of the citizen and the development of the city. As a matter of fact, they believe that if Jay-Z was granted a casino license, it would actually take away from the city. There would be more garbage issues. There would be more crime and violence because anywhere there's gambling, crime and violence is sure to follow. And as such, Jay-Z's license was rejected. However, what we've observed is that consistently we're seeing reports of Jay-Z and Beyonce trying to get loans, getting denied for loans, trying to get mortgages and all of that jazz. So now with this new report saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce have taken out a second mortgage to the tune of $57.75 million, many are questioning, is this a financial strategy? And some are saying, does this mean that Jay-Z and Beyonce is going broke? No. As I've said to you guys, this is a common practice by billionaires, okay? And multi-millionaires. They keep their capital because the more loans and mortgages they have, it actually helps to lower the amount of tax dollars they pay to the government. Hence why you'll see them always giving to charity organizations, and you'll always see them getting mortgages. Now, take for example, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, McKenzie Scott, right? You guys know that I did a video, for those who have been keeping up, about McKenzie Scott donating heavily to different charity organizations. And she has donated, she has been one of the philanthropists who have given the most donation. And I'm talking about somewhere to the tune of $3 to $5 billion in donation. However, after I did that video about McKenzie Scott donating heavily to different charity organizations, what did we see? We saw a report that came out that said, despite the fact that McKenzie Scott has been donating so heavily, last year when she did the most donation, last year was when she made the most money. So even though her donations were so heavy, her earnings, it was heavier as well, right? Because when they give the donations, they get huge tax breaks, huge tax returns, and all of that jazz. No, with McKenzie Scott, she's not giving these donations to get tax breaks, tax returns, or any of that jazz. She's giving the donation to prove a point to her ex-husband. And the point that she's proving to the ex is that I was never with you for your money. It was never about the money. It was about sincerity and the genuine bond that we had. And as such, this is why many people say that Lauren Sanchez Bezos and Jeff Bezos, they are not going to work because they're two cheaters who cheated on their partner. And when two untrustworthy people come together, they're going to start doubting each other. And many critics have been saying that their marriage is not going to work because you can see already they're already doubting each other. So I'm just telling you guys all of that to tie it all together nicely. So back to Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? I'm saying that to say, not because Jay-Z and Beyonce are borrowing heavily and getting these big mortgages, it doesn't mean that they're going broke. I believe it's a financial strategy. Who else do we see with the same kind of strategy? The Kardashians, of course. If you guys have been keeping up, you guys would know Kris Jenner got a mortgage recently on the behalf of Rob Kardashian for his mansion. You guys would know that Khloe has been taking out mortgages back to back from Lou Taylor. And the other day when Rob got his mortgage through his mom, Kris Jenner, it was from Lou Taylor as well. So when you see these celebrities getting these mortgages, it doesn't mean that they're going broke, honey. It's a financial strategy. But let's go into this report a bit, right? What they're saying is that Jay-Z and Beyonce added a second mortgage to their beloved Bel Air mansion over the summer, this time for $57.7 million. This brings their total debt on the $88 million property to over $110 million, according to the Daily Mail. And they're saying, yes, really, this is the same couple with a combined net worth reportedly around $3 billion. The same couple who dropped $200 million in cash on a Malibu estate in 2023, breaking California real estate record in the process. So why would two billionaires take on a $637,000 plus monthly bill for a house they could have easily paid off years ago? It is not because they can't afford it. It is because they're playing a very different financial game than the rest of us. Let's get this out of the, so they're saying, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they aren't going broke. It's a financial strategy. So basically what they're saying is that when you're giant like Jay-Z and Beyonce, giant mortgages, they don't mean that you're in trouble, but in fact, borrowing this kind of money isn't unusual in the billionaire world. When you're rich, it's often smarter to borrow money than to use your own. If you can make that money grow faster than your mortgage interest accrues. For example, why tie up cash in real estate when you can use that money to fund a tour that grosses hundreds of millions? This is a strategy the ultra wealthy have used for decades, keeping their money invested and working elsewhere while borrowing at a relatively low interest rate. And it is true because there have been a lot of financial reports recently about how to secure generational wealth, and this is one of the many strategies that has been included in those reports. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce is going broke, or do you think this is a financial strategy? If you ask me, honey, I say it's definitely a financial strategy. But I want to hear from you, so leave your comments below. While you're at it, do all you need to on this video to support your girl. Peace.